And finally, new rules since it was my $1 million check to Obama in 2012 that turned around his lagging campaign and put America back on the path to awesome exceptionalism. Tonight, I would like to announce that the time has come for me to step forward and save Hillary Clinton's lagging campaign by digging down deep and forking over $1 million. Worth of advice. Sorry,
We'll come back to you on that.
I live in California. I need that money to pay my water bill. Now, I know many liberal Democrats these days are expecting Bernie Sanders to be their standard bearer now that he's ahead in New Hampshire, but I wouldn't have the couches in the Oval Office fitted for plastic slipcovers just yet. I mean, I love Bernie, but we must assume Hillary is going to be the nominee, and after witnessing the gruesome 100-car pileup that is the Republican field, I, for one, am not going to stand idly by and let Hillary blow this thing. And yes, the situation is dire. Her positives are in free fall, with only 37% of Americans now viewing Hillary favorably, and 57% say she's not trustworthy. If an election were held today, she'd lose key battleground states to Scott Walker, a man who looks like a drunk in a silent movie who's just been punched by mistake. Perhaps worst of all, one poll says she's now viewed negatively by white women with college degrees. That's like Obama losing John Legend. Hillary, I don't want to sound like Trump, but your campaign stinks and your numbers are terrible. And speaking of Trump, Hillary, you should be the one candidate who hits that blowhard as hard as he hits. Say something like, Mr. Trump, you accuse Megyn Kelly of being on the rag, but what's going on with your hormones when you start whining every time a woman asks you a tough question, you little bitch? And that's my first bit of advice. You gotta make the campaign more fun. This week you introduced a detailed plan to make college more affordable, as you've released detailed plans on immigration, climate change, taxes, whatever. Honey, that's stuff that's actually relevant to the job of being president of the United States. But this is America. Campaigns aren't for policy. Just say, I will be the best at college affordability. And enjoy it more. A prominent supporter recently called your campaign joyless. And it kind of is. Now, I know this presents a conundrum. How do you appear more joyful, but without that laugh? Yes, the laugh. The one that makes people think you're the Wicked Witch of the West Wing. You gotta get rid of that, and you gotta find a way to look like you're a spontaneous fun lover. See if Taylor Swift has room in her girl gang for you. Ride an inflatable penis with Miley Cyrus. Lick a donut with Ariana Grande. Pee in a bucket with Justin Bieber. Geez, girl, you invented bad blood. Start a Twitter war with Katy Perry and then delete your tweets. Okay. Next thing you have to do, I want you to announce your VP pick, and I want it to be Baltimore Slap Mom. That's right. Remember the woman during the Baltimore riots this year who slapped her son because he was throwing bricks at the cops? She is your ticket to the White House. Liberals love her because she's a strong single mom, and conservatives love her because she beats the crap out of unarmed black teenagers. And finally, Hillary, your ace in the hole to get America back on your side is your husband, Bill Clinton. He has to have an affair. Or at least you have to find a way to publicize one of the ones he's probably already having. I say this because the years when you owned Most Admired Woman in America were the years when he was doing with anything that had shoulder-length hair and moved slower than he did. You can get the magic back, but Bill has to humiliate you, if at all possible, with Rebel Wilson on the Jumbotron at a Cubs game while you're throwing out the first pitch. We could also make this work with Jonah Hill, but nah. All right, that's our show.